I'm live. Okay. Yay! Thanks for helping me, Vic. All right, I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, this is Who Will She Be Talking To Thursdays. I'm Jenny Boom Boom. I'm sorry that I'm running late. We were having technical difficulties, but we are on now, and I'm really excited about this. Tonight, we're going to have a really fun time. I actually did this last year, this show, where every single week you don't know who I'll be talking to until finally we start the show, and then you'll see either a local celebrity or a national celebrity on with me, and we'll just be talking about everything that that person has got going on. Tonight, though, I'm so happy and proud to have my friend Opium Black on with me. Opium has a brand new project out, and we're going to learn all about Opium and his life tonight. So, accepted you there, Opium. Me and Opium were texting like, I don't know what's going on. I'm having a hard time getting on live, but now we're here, so that's a great thing. So. Opium is going to be joining me. Hi, Opium. Opium, you are like in the dark. Hi. Oh, how
Jenny,
are
what's
you?
up, baby? I'm all right, baby. You can see
Everything
me?
good?
Can you hear me?
I can see you, but you have kind of like a slow signal, so I don't know if you want to get closer to wherever your internet is, because it looks like it's a little bit, you're having an issue now on your end. Me, I was
On
having
my
an
end?
issue.
Oh, man. I don't know what they doing today, Jenny.
I
They
know.
playing with us.
So, Opium, you're from, of course, Hartford. We all know that. And you have a brand new project out. It's called Hard to Wear White.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the title all about?
Hard to wear white. To be honest, baby, like that's just you know me because we've been friends for a long time, right?
Right. Yeah.
So my everyday struggle. My character. It's just hard. It's just hard to wear white. It's just hard to do the right thing sometimes. You think I'm saying? Basically, but we gonna push through regardless though. But it is hard. It's hard to get it done. It's hard to be disciplined, but it's the ones that discipline that make it through, that push through, So
Well, there has to be, I believe, especially as you get a little older, you start to really realize that, you need to be thankful for life, that you're still walking this planet. And yes, especially when you're younger, I mean, I think we were here the other night, me and my girlfriends were like, all the things we've done in our past, like, there's so many times we put ourselves in bad situations.
Yes, ma'am.
But you learn as you get a little bit older and stuff, you got to walk that fine line, and you can't be putting yourself in those type of situations anymore. Because
Absolutely.
you realize how fragile life really is.
Yeah, absolutely, Jenny, man. I'm so genuine, Jenny. I'm so genuine with everything I do, with my gains and my failures. You dig what I'm saying? So I think that's basically what I'm trying to relate through Hard to Wear White. You dig what I'm saying? Like I take my punches and I keep it rolling at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm active regardless of what, we just got to be smarter, like you said, smarter, wiser, and get to it, because it ain't just about us no more. It's about, to me, it's about the ones that love me. Because sometimes I don't even care. I just do what I do. But it's about the ones that love me and the people that, believe in me at the end of the day. You think what I'm saying? So we got to think about that. And it's hard to wear white.
All right. So you have a brand new song, Ain't Forgetting. And Craig and everybody's really loving this record. It's a little bit of I'm going to say a little softer sound for you there, Opium. So tell me the background to Ain't Forgetting.
I don't really hear that word too much when it comes to me, yo. Soft. I appreciate
Softer side.
I appreciate that. Yes, ma'am. Ain't Forgetting, that's with me and my nephew, MB Mari. He an artist on New Bank. Amazing young artist, 17, a beast. That song right there, is based on, another one of my nephews, God bless, that passed away, Tata. You know what I'm saying? The Hood Know the Polo Don or whatever. But we just commemorating him and saluting him in that song. We ain't forgetting again, we ain't forgetting the struggles, we ain't forgetting our losses, our gains, none of that, and he ain't forgotten ever.
Right.
But that's what that's about. That's what that's about. That's celebrating my nephew.
So you're originally from Brooklyn.
Yes, ma'am.
You moved here to Hartford. How old were you?
I left New York a long time ago, Jenny. I was like, I don't even say I'm from New York, but that's my birthplace though. I left New York when I was about 9 years old.
Okay. All
You know,
right. So
I was super
you
young.
moved to Hartford. Your family is in Morgan Heritage, which I'm not sure a lot of folks know that.
Morgan, absolute. Shout out to them, Morgan Heritage. My whole family, Jenny, you know, I come from a music background. My uncle, God bless, shout out to him, Delroy Morgan. He's big shout out to him. Big shout out to him. He's the father of Morgan Heritage, and like the first in our family to pursue music. You know, and you know, my uncle, you know, God bless, he ain't doing too good right now, but you know, shout out to him. But again, yeah, you know, Morgan Heritage, big up them, big up them. You know, they won a Grammy in 2017, Jenny. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
Yes,
I come from.
I was at those Grammys and I saw them backstage and even spoke with them at those Grammys when they were up for the Grammy.
Oh
So
yeah,
congratulations to them. Yes.
absolutely, absolutely. That's a big thing. Like that's a super big thing. Some artists never even reach that pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. You know, I seen where it came from. All of us, you know, from when we was look at you. You know what I'm saying, with the music, and you know, they transcended a whole lot of stuff, a lot of shit. I don't know. Can we curse on it?
Yes,
We
you can
can't
curse
curse.
if you'd like to. That's fine. So I mean, obviously, with your family and you know everything that's going on with them, we can see where you get your musical roots, like you referred to. But how would you explain your music, Opium Black, to somebody that's never heard it before? How would you explain it?
My music. I would say, because Jenny, I go so many different places with it. My music is like hybrid. You know, I'm Jamaican. I'm full-blooded Jamaican. So you might hear some of that in my music. You might hear
Right.
some alternative. You might hear. I write R&B too. You ain't know that? I write R&B. You know, I do all that. But you know, my music is faith-based. My music is reality-based. And sometimes, you know, it's a big pot of food for a lot of people. So you know, if you're hungry and you want to hear some of that, you know, that authentic, that raw, you know, you go check out some Opium Black music. Check out Hard to Wear White. Be streaming on all platforms, baby.
Well, I mean, that's something that's always been interesting about you as an artist. You are extremely interesting because you are multifaceted and eclectic. So it's kind of like
Thank you, baby.
when you listen to any project from you, and I'm not just saying this because we're friends, because you know I be keeping it real, like I'm honest.
I know you keep it. I know how you keep it.
Sometimes
I
I'm a
know.
little too honest. People do not like that. But what I'm just saying about you is you don't know what you're going to get because there are so many different things that you can do. You know, some
I
folks
appreciate
that
that.
are artists, you know right away it's like their record because that's the way they sound on
Yeah.
their records. But you,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, you know, I just to let you know, I text Opium yesterday. I said, this Chris Brown Iffy record, you need to jump
Oh,
on this record.
we playing with that tonight, Jenny.
Okay,
Tonight we
right,
playing with that
because
tonight.
it's got that good Caribbean type sound for you, and you can jump on that and you would kill it because
I
you're that
appreciate that.
talented.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That let me tell you, Jenny. With me, let me tell you, with me, it's like music is a vibrational thing, right? That's why some people get stuck in a vibration in their era. A lot of people don't know what era I'm from. You understand? Unless you know me personally, because I jump like a lot of the new music right now, like you know, like the drill, you know, or just I go with the vibration regardless. I match the vibration. You know, dudes got to keep up with me. I don't care who I jump on a song with. You know, they got to keep up with me. That's how I feel. You know, I'm like the male Missy Elliott.
Yeah, well, you are. I mean, I will say too that, and which I like about you, because you know how highly competitive I am. As like, I compete with myself every day, but you're highly competitive as well.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. And anything I do, man. You know, that's just the competitive spirit that's been in our family. You know, when it comes to the music, that's it, Jenny. I mean, you know, that's people. Anybody that know me, man, they know I'm chilling. Here in the studio. That's where I'm at now. That's what I'm about. That's what I'm doing. I'm in the studio. We just dropped the project on January 1st. We dropping another project in May. You think I'm saying? So, you know, I'm gonna hit you up again. And
Well,
any ideas, you know, I'm open. I take your opinion.
Opium, first of all, your project has like what, 14 freaking songs on it? I was like, your project is huge. I mean, most artists now drop a project with maybe, I'm gonna say 8, 9 songs. Okay, maybe
Yeah.
8, 9 songs, and their songs are all under 3 minutes. Like even some are
Yep.
under
Yep.
two.
Yep.
But you know, you had a plethora of material that you just dropped. So are you going to have enough material to drop again?
What kind of question that, Jenny? What kind of question that? Listen, that's what we do. We feed them, man. We gotta feed them. You know, and just being in the studio, like, you know, I ain't drop a solid project in a while. You know, I jump on a lot of features. I jump on a lot of, you know, lot of people y'all don't even know. I'll be writing for people too now. You know.
But you don't. You first of all, you're not supposed to ever reveal that.
I ain't say who. I ain't say who. But you know, I'll be doing a lot of writing, Jenny. So at the end of the day, yeah, I got a lot of music, and again, we dropping again in May. I'm doing movies too, Jenny. I'm writing scripts. You know that?
Really, for porn or?
Oh, she caught me. You caught me with that one. But I'm around. You know, my pen don't stop, even though I don't use one.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's dope.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So let's talk about a little while back, Opium. You had a setback and you ended up going to prison.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
you were there for quite some time, over 6 years. So
Yes,
what was that experience like for you?
Life changing. I mean, that's, you know, going away and putting yourself in them type of situations is normal when you active and you live in that type of way. But you know, that was life altering, and not even just for me, for my family though. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to that, again, when it comes to me, Jenny, I'm just myself. In any room I walk into,
Mm-hmm.
I'm myself. You see what I'm saying? You know, so a lot of times, that could get you in trouble if you don't, you know, watch yourself. You think I'm saying? But I've learned to think a little bit more, because it ain't just about me. I might could sit down, but when I sit down, it's affecting, you know, everybody else.
Right.
You know, I'm handling it how I handle it. That's how I go with life. You think I'm saying? But it affects my loved ones and people that love me. So I got to start thinking about the ones that really love me. You know what I mean? When it comes to certain things. So that's why I try to move different now. You know what I mean?
That's a long time lost.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why we trying to catch up. We trying
Yeah.
to catch up, man. You
How
know,
do you think that changed you as a person?
as a person, how it changed me, it made me love freedom a little bit more. You know, and when I say freedom, a lot of people think they you know, they just talk about not being locked up. I'm talking about, you know, you can't even think a certain way when you're in prison. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll lead to different type of actions. You know what I'm saying? When you in there, so you can't even, you don't even have the freedom to think how you want to think. You don't even have the freedom to, you know, to reminisce and have a peaceful state and think about the family at times. You know, you're forced not to have no emotions and none of that type of stuff when it comes to that. I don't want to live like that.
Right.
I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be a part of that type of, you think I'm saying?
Yes. And I know that the way, you know, when people think, if they've been there a very long time, you know, they're just institutionalized their mindset. So when they get out, it's really hard for them to do simple things like, you know, I have a friend that came out of jail who had been there for almost 5 years and felt like they needed to ask every time to use the bathroom, even after they were out of prison.
Yeah, it's bad. I ain't gonna lie, Jenny. I be having PTSD. Not even just from prison. Like when I had first got out, you know, sometimes I had to wake up and be like, oh shit, like, I'm, you know, not knowing if I was dreaming, you know, of being home. And that's how serious, you know, your freedom is, man, when it's taken away. You know what I mean? So, you know, fuck jail. Prison ain't the place to be,
right,
at all.
well, that's,
You know?
you know, and I think that message is really important for you to get across, and also to younger people too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially where I'm going right now in Hartford, like where I'm from, like it's hard to talk about it because it's like it's such a dark cycle. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it feels like it's never ending, and it's almost like it's a culture to when you think about it. Like, you know, if you think about like places like LA or Chicago, you know, the youth, they grow up in that type of shit because it's their culture. Like literally, you know, gang banging and such is their culture. And I believe that, you know, Hartford, like it's a certain type of culture, man. Like it's like a gunman culture, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, Steve's in your mouth, Cardi's on your face, you know, it's just a certain type of culture. And sometimes you know, we highlight the negative side of all of that. You know what I mean? And, you know, unfortunately, that's what's going on right now. It's bad outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's bad outside.
it's really.
But you see where I'm at, though, Jenny. You see where I'm at.
I see
You
you're
know,
in the studio, so I see
this
you're in
is,
there working. So yes,
let
I
me
do
stay
believe
my
you.
ass out of.
I do believe you that you're in there. Do you think that experience changed you as an artist as well?
What prison?
Yeah.
As an artist, definitely. Yeah. You could say that. You say that. My work ethic. You know, in prison, let me tell you something. In prison, you learn how to be by yourself. You learn how to sit by yourself with your thoughts. This is what a lot of people don't realize. You are who you are when you by yourself, bro. When ain't nobody around, you know, watching. When you fucking off your time, or that's who you is. You are who you are when you by yourself. And prison teach you, hopefully, you know what I mean? It teach you how to, you know, be all right with being by yourself. You think I'm saying? Sometimes ain't nobody around. I'm in the studio by myself. You know what I mean? Nobody. I mean, no engineer, no nothing. I just come here and turn the lights on and put on some beats, and we just, you know, me and a bunch of my personalities working. You see what I'm saying?
So in your records, you talk a lot about a lot of things you have experienced in the streets, the pain that you've gone through. Is your music your therapy?
Definitely. You know why? Because sometimes I feel like the music is the only way we're able to talk and express some of our experiences without being looked at, you know, a certain type of way. For real, Jenny, because let me tell you something. It was hard for me to make the transition into and I'm being honest, this is something I'm being honest with y'all about right now. It was hard for me to make the transition into this right here. I'm sitting in the studio, my brother right here, right, my partner, and I'm sitting with a phone in my face, talking into a phone. You dig what I'm saying? It was hard for me to transition into that because I come from the era where we try to hide everything. We try to dodge cameras. We try to, you know, move away from all of that. You know what I'm saying? And we in the era right now where the fans ain't checking for you if your face not in the camera, if you're not posting every day, if you're not, you know, you're not tuning in. Like, so you got to be able to match the vibration of what's going on, or you're gonna get left behind. You know what I'm saying? Period. So, you know,
I mean,
that's
yeah,
kind of hard for me.
that is what it is now. I mean, that's what it is now. I mean, because you were in the music business before you went to prison. You came out, you know, and you're like reignited now. You know,
Absolutely.
you've changed up a little bit. You have more stories to tell. You know, your music, I feel, is deeper, which I enjoy personally because, you know, I like lyricism. But yeah, the entertainment business has changed. I mean, you know, you have to, like you said, be out there and be willing to put yourself out there every day. It's really much different than it's ever been. And a lot of times it's not even about talent. It's about who we're seen with or who's pushing
your work.
Time. It's
work.
Very different. Yes.
Your work. A lot people got to realize, and this for the artists. A lot of the, you know, the up and coming artists as well. Like, you got to realize it's right now it's a very small percent of your music, Brody. You know, it's about your work ethic. It's about your connections. It's about you connecting with your audience. You know, it's very different. And it took me, you know, to understand that. And I'm around. You see what's going on, Jenny? I'm around.
Well, I see that you're on my camera right now, so you're doing okay there, Opium. We're figuring it out, right? So, you have a number of artists that you have worked with in the past, like a ton of artists. And you have on this project, Styles P and Sheek Louch, two of my favorite people ever on this project. So how important was it for you to have them on this project? And who else do you want to work with in the future?
To be honest, how I was coming with this project, Jenny, like the Hard to Wear White, it's whoever's around, whoever's matching my energy, because me coming home, I was just, I just feel like, getting some shit off my chest and stuff like, shout out to Vinny Idol, a producer for D Block. I go out there and do a lot of work with him, and Styles P came through the studio and heard the joint, was like, so yeah, we made that happen. You know what I mean?
That's
And I reached out to Sheik on the strength, you heard the joint and you was like, hey, Opie, I'm like, so I'm like, hey, you know what? Bam, we made that happen the next day,
Well, I felt he would be perfect on it, and he sounds perfect on it.
For real.
Yeah.
For real. I appreciate that, Jenny. I appreciate that because, that means you was listening. And I ain't gonna lie, I listened to you, and the joint came out the joint came out dope.
It did.
The headshot joint, you know what I'm saying? It was a hard little street banger, but it came out dope, you know what I mean? I appreciate that idea. From Jenny Boom Boom, if y'all don't know, that's who told me to put Sheik on that headshot joint.
Yeah, he's perfect sounding for it, and I mean, you compliment any artist. Honestly, and can work with any artist pretty much, I feel like, because you can switch up from that. Now, it describes to me what it's called when you're like doing your your more roots music. Like, is it I want to say it's like patois. Let me go to you. Like, what is it? How would you describe it?
It is patois, but at the same time, like, I'm hybrid, Jenny. I'm a being that, I'm full blood Jamaican, but I was raised in a whole Jamaican culture with the music and everything. But remember, well, a lot of people don't know, I couldn't speak English like clear like this, until I got into, alternative rock and roll and all that. You know what I mean? When I was so I switch it real fast. Somebody come around, another Jamaican or something come around, you wouldn't even understand what I'm saying a little bit. But that's just what it is. It's natural. It come out natural with the music. So you're gonna hear, especially on the next project, you're gonna hear some more culture and Jamaican music from me. Reggae or whatever you want to call it. But I'm hybrid. I mix all that, man. I just do what feel good, to be honest.
Yeah, but to be that diverse is really special.
You think I'm special, Jenny?
Well, I think, yes, I do. As an artist, I do think you're special. I do think that you're very talented because you can go back and forth that way.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's always been my thing. Like, remember, it's about the vibration. It's about the vibration when it come with me.
You know who's another artist that I admire so much for being able to change up that way is Nicki Minaj. Nicki, like, her delivery is like, you don't know what you're gonna get.
Definitely.
And I love that about her.
Island, I think she got some island roots.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, she's super dope too. So you didn't answer my question about who you want to work with in the future, though. Who's the artist that you really want next?
Really, for real?
Yes,
like
for real.
As far as like a like, what you mean, like a fantasy track, when you be like, yo, the perfect track, or you just saying just in general? Because I work with.
Who do you think of? Like, who would be the person that you're like, I would love to work with this person?
I
know you've thought about it. I feel like you're afraid to say it.
Nah, you know what? Because I don't really care about nobody. I say, like, whoever the vibe is there with. I want to do some more songs with MD Mari, my New Bank artist, stuff like that. But if I could name one person in the industry that's out there, Nas.
Wow. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's. I've always looked at Nas as the dopest thing to ever pick up a mic. So if I could ever have a fantasy feature, it would probably be Nas.
Well, I mean,
I work with anybody though.
Obviously, that will probably come true in the near future. You're on your way there, Opium Black. You really are.
I appreciate it, Jen. We trying. We definitely trying. We ain't taking our foot off the gas this time around.
And you know what I love about you too is that you are constantly, always representing CT, which is so important because some artists don't.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Yo, you know what? Let me tell you something. It's crazy because I used to get I'm one of the guys, Jenny, that I read comments. I know, eventually, I probably won't, but I read comments. And people still don't understand the culture out here. And that's a big motivational push for me. Like, oh, y'all don't know? You know, oh, y'all ain't know that's what be going on out here, in Connecticut, you know, in Hartford, in Bridgeport, in New Haven, you know, and in these type of big cities, New London, Stamford, we around. So, you know, I'm gonna always rep Connecticut. I'm gonna always, you know, go hard for CT because this where I came up. This where I, you know, this where my music and everything grew. So, you know, I'm gonna always go hard.
Well, I think that, yeah, you're right. For folks that haven't really experienced Connecticut's culture, they don't understand. And even years ago, when I was working in New York, somebody that I was working with said like some slick stuff about CT to me, like on the radio, when we was on the radio together. And I'm looking at her like, you're crazy. And all the boys that we were working with all knew, like they already know. You know what I'm saying? But she looked crazy to me because I was like, yo.
They do, especially the artists. A lot of the artists and entertainers know what it is out here. We done help break a lot of entertainers, Jenny. You know, Connecticut alone, we help break a lot of entertainers. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I mean,
if Connecticut,
so many artists, so many groups say this is their second home. They always say it. Like, this is my second home. CT. I feel comfortable here. I love it. You got the Locks walking through crowds, Gypset all out here. Like, you got so many amazing people. French was here at the very beginning of his career. You know, like everybody knows. So I feel bad for those
French,
that don't know.
B, Papoose, all of them dudes. Max B, French Montana, Papoose, all of them dudes came through here. 50 Cent, you know, the Locks.
He knew too.
All them, every last one of them, they know what it is with Connecticut. You know, we break everybody, man. Especially, I ain't gonna lie, if you from New York and Connecticut don't fuck with you, a lot of times, I'm just being honest. These new artists that you know come out throughout the years, if Connecticut don't embrace you, a lot of times your career don't really like. I'm just being real.
No, I completely agree, 100%.
We put a lot of people out there, man. What Connecticut needs to do is start going super, super hard for Connecticut. Y'all can like more than one people. Y'all can like more than one artist. I know that, right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all could go out there and stream that Hard to Wear White extra.
Well, I want to say that, Opium, that is a complaint from a lot of artists in this area, that they feel like they're not embraced by their own states. So, what needs to change? How does that need to change? And
people got to stop. I mean, it's probably I have no idea when it comes to that. All I'm saying is, when it comes to the fans and the artists, you can support more than one artist from CT, man. You know, I know that's your boy, because there's so much talent out here. Everybody trying to get on. You know, everybody wants to put themselves in the forefront. So a lot of times people feel like, you know, oh, that ain't my boy, or my boy tougher than him, or my cousin harder than home, or whatever. I'm saying if your cousin is getting interviews on Jenny Boom Boom Live, then support your cousin, and I'm gonna support him too.
Right, and also someone just wrote Connecticut's cutthroat. Well, I mean, I think in the music industry is cutthroat, period. I mean, you know, but it is good when artists from the state do thrive and make it, because then they can grab hold to other artists and bring them up with them.
Absolutely.
So that's what you have to show love that way, you know? So it all starts with just embracing that first artist, I feel.
I support. And this is the thing, like, I don't know if you remember the whole CTGC movement, you know, back in the Max B days and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Hollywood Fergie, you know, dudes like Mook and Fear. Remember the Mook and Fears and the Oscar Blacks? And I still support, like, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I support everybody. You know what I mean?
I do remember that, because I remember where there were shows going on. Everyone would be together, and that was just a really wonderful thing.
Yep. There's a lot of artists right now putting on for the state, too. Shout out to them. Yeah. A lot of I see dudes working. I definitely see dudes working. You know what I mean? Shout out to my artists.
It was so great to talk to you, and your new project is Hard to Wear White, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Jenny, man. I appreciate that, man. Y'all got to go check it out, man. Tell your boy about it, man. And your people, man.
You can find it right on Apple Music. It's right there.
It's on Apple Music, on Spotify. It's on all streaming platforms. It's on all streaming platforms. Through Full of Clips, New Bank. We around, we coming, we ain't done. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know me, Jenny, man. I don't quit nothing. It's hard for me to quit relationships, fucked up relationships. It's hard for me to quit anything.
Me too. You know that. Me too.
I don't quit nothing. So, we coming. We definitely coming, man. I appreciate you, too. Having me on this junk. I appreciate it, man. Everybody. Jenny Boom Boom, man. Jenny Boom, let me tell you something. I'm being real with you. They was talking about you in Atlanta. They was like, oh, Jenny Boom Boom? I'm in that's my second home. And I'm out there. I'm out there with DJ Corrupt, big out there, from, that used to be up our way. And somebody in our conversation that was with him, like, oh, Jenny Boom Boom. And I'm like, what? Yeah, that's my people's here. Jenny big. So they fuck with you in Atlanta, Jenny.
I was actually just out there, and a couple months ago, it was a DJ conference. We had such a great time. It really was lovely to connect with so many different people from down south. So I had a great time. So maybe it was somebody that was with me or just has done work with me in the past. But that's nice to hear, and thank you for that.
Absolutely. No, they know what's up. They know what's up. They know who run the CT. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, you go ahead and get to work in the studio.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to make some dinner for my kids right now because they asked me what's for dinner. I ain't got nothing for them. I'm going to go figure that out. But thank you so much. God bless you. You know how much I love you, and you have a wonderful night.
I appreciate you, Jenny. Yes, ma'am. Hard to wear white. Check that out, CT. I'm around, man. Support. Fuck with me, man. I ain't going nowhere. Your boy Uzi.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yes.
Bye. This
right.
was Who Will She Be Talking To Thursdays. Every Thursday night at 7 o'clock, I'm talking to a different celebrity. So tune in every single Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Bye-bye. See you.